Before I came back to Miami to pursue speech pathology, I spent 7 years teaching middle and high school choir in Springfield, Ohio, and one of my students was William. Singing is a huge part of William's life. He was in my choirs every year from 7th grade through senior year, and these days he's singing collegiate a cappella. But I'm actually not here to talk about William's journey as a singer. I'm here to talk about his mom, Becca. Becca is a firefighter with the Springfield Fire Department. She's the first female lieutenant to serve on the force. And when Becca was William's age, singing was a huge part of her life. She was in show choir, did musical theater, but when she went to college, she just sort of stopped. Life got busy. She was getting her degree, then raising her 2 kids, and building her career. But in the summer of 2018, Becca went out on a limb and auditioned for a production of Oliver with the Springfield Summer Arts Festival. And she made it. That's her right there. And full disclosure, that's me. This is how I got to know Becca and learn the story of her return to singing. And we weren't the only ones cast. Her son William played one of the orphans. And all summer, Becca and William would carpool to rehearsals. He helped her with her dance steps. Becca told me that it felt good to sing again, and that performing on stage with her son will always be one of her favorite memories. For Becca, the benefits of her return to singing are clear. Now, Becca said that it felt good to sing. In recent years, researchers have been digging into the ways that the positive emotions we feel while singing are actually linked to chemical, physiological changes happening inside of our bodies as we sing. Feelings of joy and elation come from endorphins, a neurotransmitter that's part of the brain's reward system. They alleviate feelings of pain and stress. A 2012 study looked at endorphins indirectly by measuring the pain tolerance threshold, how long subjects could withstand persistent pain after singing, drumming in a drum circle, and dancing. They found that with drumming and dancing, active participation in a performance seen in white had a median increase in pain tolerance threshold compared to passive participation in a rehearsal. For singing, active group singing of hymns in a worship service had a significant increase in how long people could tolerate pain, particularly compared to the passive control of spoken prayers and listening to a sermon. Not only that, active group singing had the highest median pain tolerance increase of any context. This tells us that during active music making, but particularly group singing, the body is releasing endorphins, which alleviate feelings of pain and make us feel better. And that's not the only chemical change happening. Cortisol is a stress hormone. High cortisol is associated with high blood pressure, weight gain, and disruptions in the immune system and sleep-wake cycles. A 2017 study looked at salivary cortisol and mood in the same individuals. They found that when singing alone, the line with white circles, there was a decrease in salivary cortisol. But when singing in a choir, the line with black squares, the decline in salivary cortisol was more rapid and greater overall. Subjects reported that they felt increased happiness and decreased worry and sadness in both contexts. But just like with salivary cortisol levels, these positive benefits were more pronounced when singing with a group compared to singing alone. The act of singing makes us feel better and less stressed, but singing with a group magnifies these positive effects. And this last finding, I just have to quote directly. Group singing and performance can produce satisfying and therapeutic sensations, even when the sound produced by the vocal instrument is of mediocre quality. So, you get the same physical and emotional benefits singing bad karaoke with your friends as you would performing on a Broadway stage. But for someone like Becca, who used to sing but stopped, the question now becomes, how can they start again? Here in our small town of Oxford, Ohio, we of course have our Miami University choirs, but there's also groups like the Oxford Community Chorus. the Threshold Choir, which sings songs of comfort at hospices and care facilities. Or you could be like Becca and audition for a musical with the Oxford Community Theatre Association. We're also within driving distance of 2 big cities. To the northeast of us in Dayton, there's groups like Musica, an audition chamber ensemble performing advanced repertoire from ancient to contemporary. Or the World House Choir, open to everyone, with programming grounded in multiculturalism and social justice. And so many other community-based ensembles, large and small, and musical theater. To the south of us in Cincinnati, there's groups like the Young Professionals Choral Collective, whose members are all between the ages of 21 and 45. Or Cincinnati Sound Chorus, a women's barbershop ensemble founded over 60 years ago. And again, so many community-based ensembles and opportunities to perform in musical theater. I found all of these after about an hour on Google, and they're all within an hour's drive of where we are right now. I would imagine a map of your city looks similar. And imagine if I had included religious worship choirs, synagogues, churches. This map would be full. There are opportunities all around you. Sometimes people who love to sing stop. It usually happens at moments of transition, when they graduate or move, get a new job, have kids. But the benefits of singing, both physical and emotional, are so clear. And as we've just seen, there are more opportunities than you might think. If you used to love singing, if you feel that pull to return to music, I say go out and look for your opportunity to sing again. Because in the end, singing with a group will make your life better. Thank you.